Hello everyone, welcome to iExamB. In this video, I am going to talk about descriptive economics for phase 2 of DEPR exam 2022 and which are the 50 most important questions that you should be preparing for this phase 2 exam, the descriptive economics, which is a handwritten exam. So if we quickly look at the exam pattern, the objective type, the economics objective based paper has already been done, which was a part of the phase 1, and phase 2 consists of two papers, descriptive economics and descriptive English, which is going to be held on 6th of August. The result for phase 1 is not out yet, but it should be out very soon. Irrespective of that fact, it does not leave you with too many days to practice and prepare, and therefore you should continue to be preparing for your phase 2 exam. So what are some topics that you should not miss at all, and they are the most important that you should be studying and preparing for during this time, right? So let's look at the descriptive economics paper. It is a handwritten paper, as I mentioned, and the questions come in two sections. The first section relates to economics concept related questions, and the second section relates to Indian economy and current affairs type of topics. You are given 5 questions from each section, and you are supposed to attempt at least 2 questions from each of these sections. So in a total 5 questions, and you are given enough choice. There are 5 questions from both the sections, so in total you have 10 questions given to you, and you have to attempt 5 of them, with minimum of 2 being from each of these sections. Now let's look at the section wise what type of topics and what type of questions you should definitely prepare for. So in section 1, as I mentioned, it is economics concept related type of topics that are covered, and the most important and 3 areas in which they come from include your growth and development related, international economics related, and some other topics, miscellaneous topics from the economics segment. So the questions from each of these segments that are important for you to prepare from growth and development, these 11 topics are very, very important, and you should not miss preparing on these aspects. So if you have to write a 20 marker answer on all or any of these topics, you should be able to write them in detail, which consists a lot of models of growth and development like Haring-Domer, solo growth model, Harris-Tudaro model, Lewis theory, Rain-Fay theory, balanced and unbalanced growth theory, Rostow's stages of economic growth, critical minimum efforts thesis of economic growth, Sumter's theory of innovation, golden age of Joan Robinson's model, and Goodnett's curve in the context of economic inequality. So these are the not to be missed topics from growth and development. Moving to the next, international economics, another 10 very, very important topics and questions that you should be preparing for include the absolute advantage theory, the comparative advantage theory, the Olin theory, the Mundell-Fleming model theory, the inter and intra-industry trade related topic, interest parity, rate parity, exchange rate intervention, tariff and non-tariff barriers in international trade, and then economic integration and the Leontief paradox. So these are some of the important topics in the international economics. If I cover other economic from micro or macro, which should be prepared for from the phase 2 point of view, the other 9 topics include general equilibrium related, consumer and producer surplus related, public good related, tax burden and deadweight loss theory related, returns of scale related, the multiplier and cost minimization topic, the Arrow's impossibility theorem, and the Weber's theory of industrial location. So 29 topics for section 1, very, very important that you should definitely not miss to prepare for phase 2. Moving to the next section, as I mentioned, this relates to Indian economy and current affairs related topics. So if I talk about the important topics that you should be preparing for from this section includes CBDC, which is the central bank digital currency which RBI is looking to introduce, the key measures or the key points that were mentioned in our latest union budget, concepts and theory and the concept of financial inclusion and its impact on economic development, growth versus inflation, so this paradox, or how RBI manages between growth and inflation through its monetary policy, is another very important topic that you should prepare for. Impact of the pandemic overall on the Indian economy, on the various sectors like agriculture sector, MSME sector. I'll also include the export sector because these are some of the very important sectors which were also hit during the pandemic. Then short notes on BRICS or Quad, then data as a public good, GST and tax compliance related, sustainable growth related topics, especially focusing on climatic change, economic growth and the rising inequality. Okay, so we also talking about after the pandemic that there has been a K-shaped recovery. So what do we mean by that K-shaped recovery? So that can also be another aspect that you can prepare on. Other important topics include talking about the new education policy, about the problem of malnutrition in India, the digitization technologies, the 15th Finance Commission recommendations, how the government is looking to encourage manufacturing sector in India, the financial stability report, the latest actually in the general RBI general exam, they had asked for a short note on financial stability report for December 2021. So the latest has now out for June. So that, and in fact, I would also recommend you to read some of the key findings mentioned in the December financial stability report. Then concepts of balance of trade and balance of current account and a current account deficit position. Then India has been talking about a 5 trillion economy. So how we can achieve that and what can be the problems associated in achieving that. Those aspects and any other monetary and fiscal policy measures that have been taken to revive the economy, and the latest problem of rupee depreciation. So we are nearing 80 rupees per dollar almost now. So what RBI has been doing, and RBI has come out with a lot of ways to try to reduce the impact on the currency depreciation. So those can also be very important topic for you to prepare. So these are the 50 most important questions that you should not miss. Various references that you can use while preparing for these topics includes the Growth and Development book by M.L. Jingan, International Economics by Salvatore, and apart from that, various important publications like the Economic Survey, the Union Budget, the Annual Report of RBI, the Financial Stability Report, as I mentioned, you should cover for December and June 2022, and certain selective publications which relates to various economic related topics and our developments that are happening in our economy. So various selective publications given by Niti Aayog. So these can be your reference points for preparing for phase 2. We are also having a course for DEPR in which currently for phase 2 preparation we've already started live classes. So we are holding 2 live classes every week for economics in which we do the discussion for important questions for phase 2. We also provide 5 mock tests for you to practice, and your answers will be individually checked for at least 2 tests that you attempt, the first and the second. We will also be providing indicative sample answers. They will help you in guiding how to write a particular answer. So that all will be included, and in addition to economics preparation, you will also be guided for descriptive English preparation. We will do 2 classes related to that. You also get 5 mock tests for descriptive English, out of which all 5 will be checked and individually replied to. So this all will be available to you for your phase 2 preparation. If you want to avail of this, you can as of now avail this course at 60% off by using the code DEPR60. The people behind who will be guiding you for your preparation include Aditi Agarwal ma'am for economics, Dr. Sanjeev Sharma for English, and Arunima Sinha ma'am for your descriptive English preparation. So thank you and wishing you all the best. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you are updated for the next video related to your preparation. Thank you everybody and wishing you all the best.